You are listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair on RLM Radio.
The girl of your dreams has got to be in some bar.
Sorry, boys and girls, but this is X-rated. So if you're under 18...
Get out, goddammit!
Get the point? Good.
And now?
Bend over.
Y'all ready for this?
We do it all night long.
And now, your host, Grammy.
Well, maybe not all night long, because I am getting a little older, but by gosh and by golly, I will get after it for a while. Y'all are listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com, Channel 3. Also on the RLMradio.xyz site, the RLM TuneIn radio station, the RLM Internet radio station, the RLM Spreaker channel, and lots of other RLM places that will be on later, like when I get my defecation compacted to where it's in little balls. Or not. Or not. Oh, well. And it is hot, hot, hot on this first day of summer. Yeah, Mother Nature decided she was really going to say, hey there, hi there, ho there. It is summertime, don't you know? Yes, I know. It is over 100 out here, and I'm like, damn. It could cool off any time now. I would not complain. Although I understand the farmers need the hot so that the crops will finish, but that doesn't make me any happier sometimes. And then there's times when you just can't win for losing. Okay, over here on Twitter, thank you ever so much, Barman, from both Real Liberty Media and from that effing site, that Freedoms Network, for tweeting me. I truly do appreciate it. Looks like I am at the 350 mark again. I think I turned a little bit fast on that last corner and dumped a few out. Oopsie. Oh, well. And read the note to yourself. What note? What note's that, Jabberwocky? I don't ever read to myself. I always read to everybody else. Well, okay, maybe I do read to myself. Wait a minute. Zinc added a new. Oh, thanks, New. Appreciate it. Over here on Fakey Book, New is here. Hi, New. How are you doing? I also see Ashton is here, as well as the lovely Mary B. And there's Brandon and Sadja. Sadja then. Oh, let's see. Who else do I see? Oh, Jerry G is here. Hi, Jerry G. Please don't tell any stories about when we were younger. Oh, my Lord. I don't need them. They already got plenty of ammunition over here on in the cybernetic world. Over here on this effing site, Freedoms Network, I see Grimner is here, as well as the lovely Mary B. And Pissed Off Patriot has been posting. Thank you, Grimner, for sharing me over here on Freedoms Network. I truly do appreciate it. I also see Java Doctor was logged in for a little bit here. So, hey. Hey there, hi there, ho there, y'all. How you doing? And in the corner pocket, JJ's. Thank you ever so much, sweetheart, for the entertaining tunage while I was getting myself prepped. Because it was kind of sort of nice to have some entertaining tunage while I was getting red eye for this craziness here on this Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday. And yeah, I have been so darn busy. I really thank you, Sock, in advance for some of those links that you sent me. Wow, I really appreciate that, hon. There's lots of people logged in over here in the corner pocket, but right now I see Banger, who is a bot, believe, and me and JJ's over in the corner pocket. And hey there to everybody else that might be over here and just not chiming in. Let's see, where else do I need to go? Oh, over in Minds, which, wow, I opened up Minds and, yeah, mine. I opened up my mind and all kind of cobwebs just kind of went, so it's kind of a fun sound. I just got to click on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 different tags to comments. And I'm thinking, holy sheep dip, what the hell? I did not realize that there was that many people that decided to just go ahead and tag my sorry ass on these things. Yeah, and I checked some of them out, and it's like, nah. Oh, okay, and if you want to give me static, the place you need to be is over here in the RLM chat, where there's lots and lots of people that have been, there's been lots of static going on over here. I'm not real sure what's going on. I think the last time I jumped in when I wasn't real sure what was going on, I had to go back to my corner. Which, I had just come in from working out in the yard, pulling weeds out of the fence row and stuff. And so I was feeling a wee bit on the obnoxious side. And so, I behaved in an obnoxious manner. And I got called out for being obnoxious. Imagine that. Someone over here on the RLM calling me out on my own shit. Damn it all. But, I appreciate it. I don't mind it. I don't have to wear whatever tags people put on me. Sometimes I wear them for a little while just because I want to go, ooh, let's see how this fits. No, I don't like it. So, I quit wearing it. But I'm doing a spinny thing right now because for some dumb reason, I got my leash all twisted. And I thought I got all the kinks out of it. But apparently, y'all know I am just a skosh on the kink side. So, kinkified side even. In any case, let's see. Who all is here? Oh my goodness. All kind of people over here. JJ's is smelling shite. Really, honey? Did you not flush? Oh, an Apostle got a cuddle puppy. How fun is that? Oh, Grammy is singing the last line to the Grinch. How fun. Yee. I like that song. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Okay, over here in the RLM, right up top is my favoriteest bot in the whole wide world, Barman. And Barman has graciously decided to share his bot duties with RLM Fluke. I truly do appreciate that, Barman, because now we got double the fun going on over here. I also see Cowboy Tech is here. Hey there, Cowboy. How you doing? Oh, Barman's getting me some tags. How fun. I'm going to get me a straw. No, I do. Hey, I have a straw hat. Hey, I can put some of those tags on my straw hat and I could be like Minnie Pearl. How fun is that? Sock. Well, moving along. Hi, Cowboy. I hope you're hearing pleasant voices. I also see Grimner is here, and Grimner is the RLM god. Don't you know? He is the creator over here. And looky there, the lovely Kate is in the house. Hey there, Kate. How scorchy did it get down in the great state of Texas today? Because it got triple digits out here, and, now that the clouds have moved in, it's dropped down to below 100. It's like, whoo, we got a cool breeze going on now. Yeah, it only feels like a convection oven out there. Oy. I also see Asmo is logged in there. Hey there, Asmo, how you doing? And looky there, the lovely Beth Z is here. Hey, Beth, how you doing? Chalcedony is in the house. He got the going on. Oh, starting a duck hunt. Quack, quack, waddle, waddle, quack, quack, waddle, waddle. We are nipper sinkers. We're in luck. If it rains all week, we can quack like a duck. Quack, quack, waddle, waddle, quack, quack, waddle, waddle. I like ducks. Rubber ducky, you're the... Okay, I need to quit doing that shit. Hi, Circles. I see that you are logged in, sweetheart, but I bet you are catching some Z's. I also see Chloe is in the house. Hey, Chloe, how you doing? I'm here. kind of, sort of. It's been a week since I've done this, so I hope I pushed all the appropriate buttons. If I didn't, oh well. I also see IB Dauncey is here. Hi, IB Dauncey. I saw that you got your mobility home thing, your cruiser. Booyah! Way to go, dude. Now it's time to go see Chillin' and Grand Chillin' and all that other fun stuff. Yeehaw. Oh, shake that magic 8-ball. Shake it, shake it. Oh, no. See, I started shaking, and then I'm like a Jello jiggler. Once you start shaking, things don't stop for a while. Hi, Java Doctor. How you doing, hon? I also see Java Doctor, too. So we got a double dipping of the Java Doctor, which I just might need that. Honey, you just lost your guarantee there. I also see, hi, Apostle. I say it twice just 'cause I can. JJ's, yes, once again, the wonderful JJ's, who did an amazing job of playing tunage for us, even though some were not listening. Shamey, 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 you should have been listening. JJ's always plays some really cool and sometimes very interesting stuff. Kate says that only on black payment does the car say 100 degrees. Oh, yeah, when I went to take deposit up this afternoon, my car said 104. Ouch. And it was over on the shady side of the building. Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of hot. Talked to my mother last night, and she had talked to a friend from Phoenix who said that it was 124 when she talked to that friend. And it's like, 124? Are you kidding me? Good Lord. That's redunculous. Oh, well. Back to saying, hi, RLM Fluke, the other bot in the world. Pics are... I don't know that you want to go there, Sock. I'm in my lounging pajamas. Basically, cami and jammy pants. I don't think I want to go there, hon. You just gonna have to use your imagination. Hi, RLM Fluke. Thank you ever so much, sweetheart, for doing what you do. I know you're a bot, but I gotta thank the bots as well, because the bots have feelings too. Let's see. A swap? Oh, okay. You guys are talking Bitcoin stuff. Okay. Rob Works. I saw Rob Works fired up the bubbler several times today, and I could not partake because I was at Wake. Wake. Oh, well. Rob Works, have you done the bubbler this evening? Tiny bubbles in the chat. I wonder who Tiny is and where's Bubbles. I don't remember seeing it, but oh well. Rob, you're slacking, hun. I also see Trust No One is in the house. Very untrusting fellow. But that's okay, because I like him anyway. Just because I like saying that name. Kind of like this. I also see Phantom. Thank you, Phantom, for the little blurb thing that I play at the beginning of my show. I truly do enjoy that. That's pretty darn awesome. And looky there, Apostle's in the house. Hey, Apostle, how you doing, sweetie? I also see Beetle. What the hell? What the hell, Beetle? Hanging around in here like you actually have time to do that stuff? Grips it and rips it. Oh, baby. Yum. Fluke's getting with it now. He's getting a little frisky. I didn't know bots got that frisky. Go figure. BTC Bob is in the house. He's the first of the Bob triplets. And looky there, Dakota. One of those fun ones to say. Dimma is also here. Dimma is my competition for Huggin' Ducks over in the corner pocket. Dimma has a tendency to beat me to it quite a bit. Oh, you're oot? You're oot. JJ's, I finally checked over here on in the corner pocket, and JJ's oot. That's fun. Frumpy! Hi, Frumpy. How you doing, sweet? I am kind of dressed frumpy this evening. I even have my hair up because it's hot. Hi, Jehovah One. Yeah, don't be smiting us, okay? There was hail last night. Yeah, we had some absolutely not so fun hail. Like it was golf ball size and bigger. And it fell for about 20 minutes. Not here, but at a friend's house about 30 miles away. And yeah, good thing he does windshields because it took out his windshield. Because when it, he was in the house, working on the house, because they just moved there a couple months back, and they're doing a renovate and upgrade and all that other fun stuff. So here he is in the house working on a room, and then he hears this thump, thump, thump. And he stepped out on the back porch, and there's all hail broke loose. And he just kind of looked over at his pickup and went, "Ah, shit." Yeah, it was a pretty pickup. Now it looks like a silver golf ball. Oh, well. Let's see. Juana Taco is in the house. Hey there, darling. How you doing? I also see Kozu is here. And looky there, the lovely Mary B. How chilly is it down in your neck of the woods, Mary B? Do I need to send some of this warmth down there? I will glad you trade you warmth for a little cooling today. Yes, I will. Nelson Dubois is logged in, but I do believe he's away right now. He was in the corner pocket chat for a while earlier, or I think I remember that. Hell, I don't know. I have actually blinked since then, and I may have eaten something. Wow, I haven't had much to eat today either. It's no wonder I got rumblies in the tumbly. Oh, okay. That's what that was. Would you stop? Rascal is helping again, because she's ever so helpful. Okay, where did I leave off at? Kozu, Miri Bean, and Sandbois. North Force! Hey, North Force, the wind is out of the south today, so you must be sucking. Hi, PB. Paul Bunyan is in the house, as well as Pon 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 Sauce. And the lovely Rain. I won't mind rain. It would make, hiccup, the weeds a little bit easier to pull in the fence row, because I got a lot of fence row. A lot of fence row. And I did find whilst pulling weeds that what works really well to keep the bugs off of where you put it, peppermint oil and lavender oil, you mix those together and put it on your arms and on your legs, and it keeps the flies and skeeters from biting on you. But I was also wearing some rather thin breeches because, it was hot. And so they were biting my butt. So I got bug bites on my butt. I hate when that happens. Yeah, like you really wanted to know that as well. But there you go. Share, because that's all I know how to do is share. Rain, make the rain come and visit us, please. I would truly appreciate it, sweetie. Although the farmers might not be happy, but I would take the moisture. Sock Puppet is in the house. Once again, thank you, darling, for the links that you sent me. Hopefully I will get to them. Holy crap, I'm running a little overtime on saying hey there, hi there, ho there. Stats Bob and Tip Bob are in the house, the last two of the Bob triplets. And to round out the crew, the one, the only, the Vil E underscore, or Vil, or Vile, or however you wish to pronounce that. Mary B says it's not too bad today. A tad chilly this morning and foggy, but it's going to be a cracker of a day. Warmish. Oh, how cool. That's awesome. Because it is coming into your winter time, isn't it, hon? You're on the bottom side of the globe. How did they decide that that's the bottom side of the globe? Who decided that? Because when you're coming at the globe from, depending on which direction you're coming at it from outer space, how do you know? Maybe, and if your ship is turned the other way around, maybe you think that's the top, and we're at the bottom. Judging by a lot of the politicians we got on this half of the globe, I'm thinking that, we definitely got a lot of bottom feeders over here, but hey, what the heck? Oh, there you go, Apostle. I need to start doing that as well again. I did purchase some couple years back, and then the price went down, and it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to sit on that for a while. A little lumpy, but I'm going to sit on it for a while. And now I'm thinking, oh, I have a little, I could buy some more. I need to do that. I need to start doing that. Getting some more actual tangible, hold in my hand, silver. Cool. Okay. Oh, it's going to start getting real cold now. Oh, that's not good. But, oh well, you need to have that. You need to have that balance. I had some friends that went to Ecuador. Yeah, Ecuador. A couple weeks back. They went to help build houses in a community. And, I mean, they had a grand time. But they said it's really, really rather difficult getting used to having, your daytime and your nighttime the same length of time. That was rather odd for them. And yeah, that would be really weird for me. Oh, doggy's barking. Must have company. Oops. Okay, so let's see. Where do I want to go? Oh, I want to go to this link here. See if maybe that... No, I did that one last week, so I don't want to do that one anymore. Let's go. This is one that Gary L. shared the other day over on Fakeybook, and I thought, ooh, I like that headline. I'm going to have to go there. And it is a Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday, so you got to deal with some wackadoodles in this world, and sociopaths are about as wackadoodle as they come. I think the only more wackadoodle is the psychopath, and those are not on the fun side of the whack. They're on the dark side. So, here are 5 undeniable signs that you are arguing with a sociopath. I could say something, but I'll behave myself for now. Number 1, a person with a personality disorder manifesting itself in extreme antisocial attitudes and behavior and a lack of conscience. That is the definition for a sociopath. Most of us know or have known some legitimate sociopaths. They move through life without conscience or remorse, leaving a great deal of destruction in their wake. I'm thinking probably the whole USA federal government is comprised of sociopaths. These people are driven by an insatiable need for attention and power. Sociopaths often exhibit very predictable patterns when manipulating others and arguing with one. Forget about it. It's a losing battle that'll likely leave you frustrated, drained, and without resolution. Which, I have argued with a couple of sociopaths, but I'm just sick and demented enough that I have a really good time arguing with them and picking fights and just kind of laughing when they start getting all smarter than thou and holier than thou, and I just laugh. It's like, really? You're funny. Yeah, I know you're not trying to be, but I think you're extremely hilarious. So, how do you know you're arguing with a sociopath? Number 1, pathological lying. They lie. Oh yeah, they lie like a rug that is covered with boots and all kind of other stuff from someone that just come in from the field spreading natural fertilizer all over the field. Yeah, that's how badly they lie. By the time you've finished dissecting one lie, they've already told 10 more. And the really scary thing about these sociopaths is they don't think they're lying. They really honestly and truly believe what they're saying, which I think is probably why believe has BELIEVE in it. It's almost like they're doing it on purpose, which, yeah, they are. Evidence is meaningless to them. Rather than focusing on their dishonesty, they constantly pin the blame on you. for everything. So, if a sociopath were to stab you in the back and you were to bleed on them, it would be all your fault that their dry cleaning bill is so high. And it would be, in their mind. Number 2, drama fatigue. Yes, their behavior is so strange and outrageous that you actually become desensitized to things that would otherwise deeply upset you. Essentially, your baseline of normal, which, that dryer setting thing, starts to shift to accommodate their increasingly abnormal behavior. That's when they start causing the real damage. And yes, they are very normal. But once again, once you realize that they are abnormal, you don't have to grade on that curve anymore. You don't have to deal with that shit, because you can just sit there and laugh at them when they start getting all abby on you. And just, wow, you really believe that? Wow. If it comforts you to think that way, you just go right on ahead and keep going there, hon. Excuse me, but I'll come over here and hang out with some people that actually have a couple of brain cells that are talking to each other and they're not feeding each other shit. How's that sound? Number 3, gaslighting. That's that whole you bleeding on them thing. They say or do things and then blatantly deny that those things ever took place. Alternatively, they reinvent history because it is his story against yours. And they blame you for misinterpreting because I was just joking. Jeez, sensitive much? Thank you. This behavior clouds your sense of reality, making you doubt yourself, thus becoming more vulnerable to their manipulation. Now, I'm going to just throw this out there, just so y'all don't think that I'm, like up here standing on the back of several other turtles, waiting for the one on the bottom to belch, so I go falling face first into that mud and muck. I know how this shit works because I was married to one for quite a few years. I know how that stuff works. And I fell for it for quite a few years, while I was in my June Cleaver mode. Because I thought, well, you're just supposed to do that. Yeah. And then I realized there was other people out there that don't put up with that shit. And then I thought, well, if they don't put up with that shit, why do I have to put up with that shit? And then I decided to pull up my big girl panties. Yeah, and I never looked, well, I did look back, but it was just to see how big a cloud of dust I was stirring. Whew. So yeah, I know how this shit works because I lived it for quite a few years. Number 4, polarizing. Sociopaths love to turn people against each other, especially if it results in a fight over them. Are you starting to recognize some character traits in some people that we all know and, well, possibly love to despise? By turning you against people you would otherwise get along with, you start thinking in extremes. Yes, Grammy, turtles do belch. When you get enough of them stacked on top of each other and they're standing in mud and muck, they do belch. And then the ones that are standing up higher, they're the ones that go falling into... It can be fun, though. It's kind of like mud wrestling, only with turtles. Don't be getting any ideas, Sock. So once your thinking slips from gray to black and white, sociopaths are able to paint enemies, good guys and bad guys. And this keeps their victims divided and distracted. Look at the shiny bauble. Pay no attention to that knife coming at the target on your back. Don't bleed on me. Damn it. And finally, number 5, provoking. Sociopaths intentionally provoke reactions in you and then blame you for reacting. Because, well, you shouldn't be so sensitive. I was just joking. This is causing you to become hysterical or to act crazy, which, I have learned to truly enjoy my crazy. I have fun with it. Makes other people a little bit concerned from time to time. They have a tendency to look at me askance or askew, however you wish to put that. And they give me a wide berth too. Especially when I just sit there and start giggling to myself. People get concerned, and that's as it should be. Of course, this also allows them to write you off as an unstable loony tick, which, go ahead. I'll wear that badge for a while, and I'll have fun with it. Yeah. Give me a trampoline and a Velcro suit with sticky walls. I'll be happy till I get stuck. They'll often play the victim after provoking you as well, shifting people's focus to you and away from their behavior. Because you scoundrel you, how dare you call them out on their assitude? So, if you found this enlightening or helpful, I'm going to share it so you can pass it on to whomever you wish to pass it on to. Your daughter graduates high school tomorrow. Awesome! That's cool, Apostle. Tell her congrats from Grams. Let's see. Now I got to catch up on I see someone's talking food. Stop it. I'm on the radio. I can't chow down right now. Well, I could, but it would be rather rude. Oh. Let's see. What is that? Oh, okay, I shared that. Now I'll put this over on this effing site as well. And once again, thank you, Gary L., for sharing this. I truly appreciate. Gary always shares such wonderful stuff. And yeah, this, if you think you're going nuts, or someone's trying to tell you that you're nuts or you're overly sensitive or any of that other fun stuff, now they're fucking with you. Ooh, F-bomb. First one, who had 36 minutes in? Okay, let's see. We'll do this one. And I'm playing with the little emoji guys over here on the effing site, because I just love those things. I think I'll even put this over here on the corner pocket. Oh, what did you make for me, Fluke? Are you just the bomb? Pizza? Oh, Fluke just made me a delicious, a delicious personal-sized thick crust bacon and ham pizza topped with avocado and sweet green peppers and a side order of honey barbecue wings and sweet mango habanero sauce. Ah, habanero. Wow. Oh, that should keep me up with the burritos. I didn't have one this morning. Although I did, because I went and fueled up my car because I was at half tank and it's hot. And it's always best to don't let your car get below half tank when it's hot, because it'll take out your fuel pump. So, in any case, I went and fueled up my car. And as I went inside to pay for it, they had a long-ass line at the quick shop. And so I'm standing at the end of the line, and I'm looking over there, and they had some seasoned potatoes. I can't say no to seasoned potato wedgies. So I had to buy me a little cup of those. So I had a banana and seasoned potato wedgies so far today. And that's... Is that it? No, I also had a ginger and cinnamon almond bar with dark chocolate. So that's pretty much what I've had to eat today. So I got rumblies in the tumblies. So thank you once again for that personal thick crust bacon and ham pizza with avocado and sweet. I can feel the heartburn now. Any chance playing what? The Trash Can Sinatra song? No, sweetheart, because I don't have that song. Dang it. I could play the Oh Booby Booby song. I have that song. Whew. Okay, let me share this real fast. I forgot to hit enter. And I will put this over on Fakeybook as well, just because I do have some Wondermas friends over here on Fakeybook. And yes, I know Fakeybook does all kinds of dirty deeds done dirt cheap, and they make money and all that other fun shit. But I'm there because, number one, family. Number two, they were getting that information before I knew what the hell they were doing. So, okay, you already got the info. So I may as well be a thorn in your backside, which is what I do. And I enjoy it immensely. Okay. Oops. Oh, and a drink. Oh, ooh, oh! I have water right now. It's really cold water, but ooh. Now I gotta go over to the RLM chat and read that. Champagne brandy, Cointreau, is that how you say that? Orange liqueur, raspberry liqueur, and orange juice, and makes me a Maxim's. Oh, that sounds very yummy. And see, when I get done on the radio tonight, I have some vanilla with fudge swirl ice cream. And I also have some dark chocolate antioxidant drink that also has pomegranate and raspberries and blueberries in it. And I'm going to pour that over the ice cream and then put some cold coffee over the top of that, and then in my magic bullet. That's going to be some good stuff, Maynard, and healthy too. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I really don't know how well. Okay, I got some healthy stuff in there. Does that count as making the? If you put one ingredient in there that's healthy and the rest of them aren't, does that still make it a healthy beverage? That's an inquiring minds kind of thing. Anybody got an answer? Because I really want to know if I'm being healthy, because I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Did I go to this one the other day? Let me look and see here. I don't remember if this is one that Moosey shared or not. Okay. Be alone until you find someone who actually gives a shit about you. Did I do that one the other day? It's not looking familiar. I think I did something vaguely similar to it, but let me look back at my pocket. I opened it up just in case. Oh, no, that's a best of, so I don't know if that's actually one that I went to. If Moosey was here, she could tell me. But Moosey's not here. Oh well. Regardless, I'm going to go there again anyway. So there. No, I don't recognize the picture either. Okay. So, this is from thoughtcatalog.com. Being alone is not scary or bad or a curse or any other bullshit thing that people make it out to be. Being alone is also not lonely unless you make it lonely. Being alone is better than settling for a bunch of shitty dates that make you feel horrible about yourself, or waking up next to some dude who thinks your name is Whitney when it's not even close, or waking up next to some dudette who thinks your name is Stud Muffin and, well, okay, that may not necessarily be a bad thing. I don't know. I'm not a guy. In any case, being alone is the time that you have to get comfortable with yourself, and its time is so important. People get so stressed and worked up about being alone when there is no reason for it at all, because being alone is as good or as bad as you make it. Be alone until you find someone who doesn't just say that they will show up, but actually shows up. And shows up excited to see you. This is starting to feel somewhat vaguely familiar. The moose is on the loose. Yeah, I know she is. Ooh. Thank you, Apostle. I'm going to have to go there after this one. Okay, back to this. So, where was I at? Okay, be alone until you find someone who doesn't make endless excuses and actually wants to spend time with you, doing the things that you want to do. Be alone until you find someone who talks about you and who talks you up to their family. Okay, I have done this. Be alone until you find someone who is proud as hell to show you off, because anything less than that is bullshit. So, there's lots of others advice in this. It's really not that long, but I do, yeah. Once I got to that point, it's like, oh, I remember doing this. I do remember that one. So, yeah, Sock, I might need that now, but, I'm not gonna, because y'all really don't want me doing this drunk. I'm like this naturally. Can you imagine what I'd be like if I was drunk? Or stoned. Whoa, dude, that would be scary too. Whee! Okay, now I'm going to go to that one that Apostle just shared, because I like that headline. Did they throw her under a bus? It looks like someone threw her under a bus. Okay, she just looks that way anyway. Democrats just betrayed San Fran Nan, the Botox biatch, Pelosi, in the worst way, and her response is redunculous and ridiculous as well, which, okay, that's just pretty much her response naturally. I don't think she knows how to give a response that isn't redunculous. Apparently, the Democrats are finally wising up to their leadership failures in the wake of John Ossoff's epic loss to Karen Handel, I don't know. Hansel? In any case, this is during the Georgia's 6th Congressional District special election, and it looks like San Fran Nan is taking the heat. Yeah, Representative Time Ryan. Is that Time Ryan or Tim Ryan? Did you have an editorial faux pas and I just said it out loud on the radio? If you did, I just said it out loud on the radio, just saying. A Democrat from Ohio left a Democratic caucus meeting on Wednesday saying that we'd better take a good, long, strong look in the mirror and realize that the problem is us. It's the party. That's my job, Sock. I'm supposed to incite you to imagine, honey. So, no kidding. Looks like after dumping tens of millions of dollars into the failed Ossoff campaign, who says leftists want to keep money out of politics? Huh? Who says that? The demon craps are doing some soul searching. Oh, I think they're searching to see if they have one first. Representative Seth Moulton concurred with Representative Ryan. We need to have a plan. We need to have a vision. You need to pull your fingers out of your ears. Excuse me. take the blinders off your eyes. And we need to tell the Americans why demon craps will be better. Not just why Trump is bad. Wow, you guys are going to really have to work on that one. Just saying. And I don't think we're doing enough of that. And I think that's evident in this Georgia race. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Considering Ossoff, that sounds so much like asshole or ass off or moving along. Considering they were initially running under the slogan, Make Trump Furious, I tend to agree. Wow, that's just such a wonderful, inclusive slogan, don't you think? Not that I really give two shits about Trumpelstiltskin, but wow, you'd think someone would have come up with, how much did you pay for that slogan? 'Cause, honey, you really got hosed on that deal. Ossoff was pounded in the debates and advertisements about his connections to San Fran Nan, and a decidedly unlikable character who for some reason is still House Minority Speaker. Why is that creature still House Minority Speaker? Probably because she's got dirt on everyone in the House. That's the only reason I can think of, that the Botox biatch. This is what happens to your brain when you have entirely too many Botox injections. Demon craps can't ignore how very unpopular their leadership is with many voters. Yeah, those that actually are going out there and casting their ballots are saying, we don't like you, sorry ass. One South Carolina demon crap running for Congress in 2018 gets it, claiming that he will vote against San Fran Nan as Speaker if he gets selected. Well, that pretty much did his selection chances. And what did San Fran Nan have to say after all this criticism? Well, when The Hill tried to ask her on Wednesday, she apparently declined to comment. Okay. However, the recent string of losses speak for themselves. She has been failing as a leader. Well, she works really well as that picture for this is what happens when you do too much Botox. Looks like the tide is finally turning against the corrupt and unpopular demon crapic leadership. Demon craps need to start putting forward policies people want rather than constantly bashing and obstructing Trump. If they ever have a hope of winning any seat in 2018. Is this like a musical chairs kind of thing? There's going to be an awful lot of pushing and shoving, and I want to be the one that pulls the chairs, because I want to pull them out just as they're squatting down to sit. I think that would be fun. I know I'm cruel. Apparently that's going to take a lot more than ousting good old Pelosi. Frankly, I don't think they'll have a chance. The mainstream corporate lame-ass propaganda system loves the demon crapic establishment, basically because that's where the paycheck comes from. So I doubt that they'll ever report on how unpopular those individuals really are. And that's why this needs to be shared all over the place, which, I'm also thinking, you share it a whole hell of a lot, and they're still getting attention, which I just gave them attention. But yeah, even negative attention is preferable to none whatsoever. And yet here I am, sharing that link over on the effing site, because, well, yeah. I just can. And I just think it's like, oh, you doofuses. People just need to just step away from all of that nonsense. Quit saying we need someone to make these decisions for us. Pull our heads out of our collective asses and stop behaving like someone else is better than us. 'Cause here, let me give you a little tip. When it comes right down to it, we're all basically, made of the same stuff. Some of us are a little bit more aromatic when we start expressing our opinions than others. I, for one, have been told I'm quite aromatic from time to time when I express my opinion. And that's okay, 'cause opinions are like assholes. We all have one. And they all stink. Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to go now? Oh, I guess since I was going to sit there and talk about these douchebags, let's talk about some real douchebags, shall we? Some individuals that just flat ass need to be, they need a hug because they're feeling unloved, so someone needs to hug them. And if you were to happen to hug them around the neck until they stop moving for a while, well, location, location, location. Oh well, no, I don't want Breitbart.com. Y'all have gone downhill since Andrew died. In any case, this is from Breitbart.com. New Jersey daycare workers ran a fight club for kids. Wow. This is a special kind of lowlife. Very special. A family is suing 2 former daycare employees for allegedly encouraging young children to fight each other while under their care in what prosecutors say was Fight Club for children. The parents of a 4-year-old who attended the daycare filed a lawsuit that claims their son is now in therapy for severe emotional distress as a result of the staff at Lightbridge Academy in Cranford, New Jersey, forcing him to engage in fights with other children. Police say former daycare workers Erica Kinney and Shanice White forced the kids under their care to fight each other while they recorded videos of them. Man, seriously? Apparently this was similar to a scene out of the 1999 movie Fight Club with Brad Pitt. I'm thinking somebody needs to be drop kicked through the goalposts of life, is what I'm thinking. He continues to have night tremors, says Jameson Mark, the attorney representing the parents. Unfortunately, he lashes out in school and he is something of an intimidator, a tough kid, but in a bad way. Kenny and White are each sentenced to 3 years probation after the 2 pleaded guilty to charges of child abuse. Okay, you abuse a child and you get frickin' probation. What that something, and you sell a plant. I'm not going to call it a drug because it's frickin' nature. It's a plant. It's a weed. It reseeds itself. You sell that thing and you could get up to 10 years in prison. But you abuse children and you get 3 years of probation. Wow. Union County prosecutors say that Kenny and White encouraged children between the ages of 4 to 6 to shove each other on the playground. And people wonder why the world is such a mess. It's because douchebags like that have not been put for an extended stay in the Gray Bar Hilton. That is a crime. There is actual harm done to another individual, which is a crime. The new NJ Advanced Media reported that Kenny recorded the fights on her phone and uploaded them to Snapchat. I'm feeling she's number 1 in my books. As parents and caregivers, we are shocked and saddened by this isolated incident, a Lightbridge spokesperson said in 2016. We have a zero tolerance policy, for anyone who acts in conflict with the core value of Lightbridge Academy. Oh, that whole zero tolerance policy. Why is it that douchebags get away with shit and the children are the ones that get punished with that whole zero tolerance shit? Apparently the safety and well-being of children is what they value most. It's for the children. I want to know how long those two douches were employed by this place. The most current version of the suit also names Lightbridge Academy as a defendant, seeking an undisclosed amount in damages. The Lightbridge spokesperson said the company has not yet looked at the lawsuit. Okay. Yeah. Whatever you say. Doucheroonies. Okay, so what's going on over here in the chat? Paul Ryan will lose re-election. I hope he does. I hope he does, Apostle. I do not like Paul Ryan. I think he's another douche. Although I really should stop saying that because douchebags actually do serve a purpose that can be beneficial. Let's see. Need a birthday match before saying that's him. Ah, okay. Beetle! Let's see. Smaller than 34 others. Oh. Who is smart? Barman is smart. Okay, I'm just catching up with the chat. La, la, la. Okay, I'm done with that. So, I'm going to go back and see what else. See that other link that suck. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cool. Oh, yeah. What? No. Don't give me this shit. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. See, this is what happens when I take a week off. I start pushing the wrong buttons. Oh, wait. I do that all the time anyway. Never mind. From Off the Grid News. America descending into chaos. Really? Just now you notice that? But wait, there's malware that could take down the grid. But wait, there's more. Okay. So, the overlooked plant that keeps bugs out of your pantry. Cool. Did you know you have an effective natural insect repellent in your kitchen right now? Often used fresh or dry as a way to add flavor and aroma to soups, stews, and sauces, bay leaves can be your secret weapon against a variety of household pests. Even better, they're inexpensive and safe to use. The term bay leaf refers to the leaves of several plants, including the bay laurel, the California bay leaf, aka California laurel, the Oregon myrtle and pepperwood, the Indian bay leaf, the Indonesian bay leaf, the West Indian bay leaf, and the Mexican bay leaf. And I will tell you, just from my experience with essential oils, each different family has different components to it. The leaves of these plants contain essential oils such as eucalyptol and other terpenes. The leaves have a strong fragrance and a sharp, bitter taste when eaten whole. And when cooking, the bay leaf has a slightly floral aroma that's somewhat similar to thyme and oregano. Did you know that if you use thyme and jojoba oil, that helps with eczema? It does. I know that for a fact. One easy way to deter bugs is by taping a few fresh, not dried, bay leaves inside cabinets or under shelves where you have seen insects. You can also place the leaves inside of canisters or packages that hold pasta, rice, oats, flour, or cornmeal. When you use bay leaves in your kitchen to repel insects, the smell will not transfer into your food, but it will drive pests away. Another option is to place bay leaves alongside baseboards, near trash cans, and under appliances. The leaves will lose their odor in a few days, so you will need to replace them with fresh leaves about once a week to maintain their effectiveness. So, some of the insects that they repel: cockroaches, wasps, flies, sugar ants, pantry moths, earwigs, and weevils. Ah, weevils! Apparently, a recent look on Amazon uncovered that some bulk deals on bay leaves that are easy on the wallet. For example, a 6-ounce resealable bag filled with Turkish bay leaves from Medley Farms or Medley Hill Farms Gourmet is priced at $9.89. A 16-ounce bag of whole bay leaves from Frontier Bay sells for $19.58. Spicy World offers a 3-pound bag for $35.99. And this is another way to have plenty of bay leaves on hand, is to grow your own bay tree. Who'd have thunk? The internet offers several helpful videos if you would like to undertake this project. And there are a couple of videos attached here. In addition, it's relatively easy to start bay plants from cuttings. The use of bay leaves as an insect repellent is not backed up by scientific studies, but plenty of people swear by their effectiveness in keeping bugs at bay. So if you're plagued by insects in your pantry, what do you have to lose? Makes sense to give bay leaves a try. Anything, if it's not synthetic or any of that other fun crap, hell, I'll give it a try. What the heck? Especially if it's not harmful to my pets. So I may and growing the bay tree, that would be fun. I just have to keep my kitty cat from trying to eat it. So I would have to put it okay, there's no such place as somewhere where she can't get to in my house. But, thank you, Sock, for this one as well. That's just pretty cool. Okay, what did Miss Kate do this time that Sock is thanking you? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and share this over here on that effing site as well, just because, hey, helpful hints and handy tips. See, there's my public service announcement for the day. Oy. Okay, we'll do that one. And that one. There you go. Okay, back to my pocket I go. Just because I know I have a few other things in here that I wish to check out. There we go. Cowboy Tech shared something earlier that I think I want to go to, because I started reading it and I thought, oh, that is just really cool. And by the time I finally actually got to complete reading it, which was, kind of busy day at work, and I don't think I actually did complete reading it, but I got far enough that I thought, oh, I really like that. So this is from Humans Are Free. And, before I get into this whole thing, y'all need to realize that the more you focus on the bad juju that's out there, the more bad juju you're going to see and the more bad juju you're going to create, because even bad attention is still paying attention. So if you really wish to change the world, start focusing on solutions instead of the problem. I know I'm saying that out loud, so I hear it too. Because, yeah, sometimes I give the best advice, and it would be really good if I listened to it as well. So, thank you, Cowboy Tech, in advance for this. Are you in the 1% of the population that is genetically of higher frequency? Do you got a buzz going on that nobody else catches? So, Do you notice or even feel frustrated because of the supplements, medicines, diets, and modalities that seem to work for other people that don't work for you? Yeah, I've noticed a lot of that shit. Do you do what most would consider all the right things for your health and spirit and still feel that you're not functioning optimally? Okay, if I feel like I'm not functioning optimally, it's because I haven't repaired some of the damage that I did when I was younger and 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Which I think we can all relate to that at one point or another. Do your energies, moods, and immune system feel like they need a boost even when you take extra time for self-care? I do have moments like that. I gotta admit that. If you answered yes to the previous questions, there is a very good chance that you are part of the 1% of the population that is genetically of higher frequency. Now, right here, I want to stop and just say I do not like the divisiveness of this, because this to me implies better than. I would say different than, but not necessarily better than, because I think everybody kind of hits every frequency as they themselves develop. So, you move from one frequency to another in your own time and space. If you're not ready to bump it up a notch, get your game up a little bit higher, you ain't gonna, no matter how much people share, no matter how many videos you watch, if you really aren't ready for it, it ain't gonna happen. People, this goes on to say, of higher frequency tend to be described as hypersensitive, empathic, intuitive, creative, sometimes perfectionist, and wonderfully complex. Despite finding that other people are drawn to them, higher frequency individuals often feel alone in this world because they comprise so little of the population. However, they continue to move forward with their lives in a unique, heart-centered way. And I gotta say, I think that number is way more than 1%. I think there's an awful lot of very caring, very empathic, very intuitive people out there. And I think that number is growing. But maybe that's because that's where I'm focusing, so that's what I see. Who knows? I don't. I just ponder. They live most strategically in different parts of the globe as light workers and are here to carry out their important mission or cosmic call to action. Oh, you'd bump it up, Sock? Well, bump up the volume, hon. Which is to help our species and planet survive and thrive as a more consciously awakened world. And I really think Mother Earth will still be here long after we off ourselves if we don't pull our head out of our ass. I would prefer we pull our collective heads out of our asses, but I don't think there really is such a thing as pulling collective heads out of asses. I think each individual has to do that for themselves. So, as a result, higher frequency people tend to usually share many of the following attributes during this human experience. So let's find out. This is about as far as I got before I just said, okay, I'm throwing it in my pocket because I'm busy. Number 1, a desire to find, confirm, or capture the essence of their true spiritual home, partner, family, and or community. Number 2, a feeling that entities or angels are around them. They may even see or hear these entities on occasion. Number 3, a feeling that they aren't achieving the success, relationships, and happiness they desire despite having outstanding skills, capacities, and intelligence. That, I think right there, is a mind shift issue. A perspective issue. Once you shift that perspective just a little bit and realize that maybe you're measuring success or relationships or happiness based on external as opposed to internal, maybe if you shift that perspective a little bit, you won't be feeling like you aren't achieving. Once again, my perspective on that. Number 4, changes in moods, emotions, and energy levels that appear to reflect the people or planet around them as much, if not more, than their own condition, which I do have a tendency, which a lot of times is why I have just decided that instead of getting involved in the brouhaha, I step back and regain some composure, because it gets pretty darn easy sometimes for me to be swept up in the emotional drama shit. And so I just prefer to step away from it completely. Call me chicken shit if you want, but I call it self-preservation. Number 5, moments of feeling more awakened or conscious, but finding those times short-lived or unsustainable in 3D daily life. Once again, I really can't, I don't know that it's fair to say one person is more awake than another person, because how do you judge that, since each individual is an individual and they're on their own path? That's like saying my path's better than your path, so you need to come and take my path. Well, if they come over and take my path, then it's no longer just my path, and it's not their path. So back the hell off. Let people go. You know, if they start interfering with you, sure, call them out on it. But other than that, let them fall down, skin their knees. Some of us have to learn the hard way. Note I said us. Oops. Number 6, vivid dreams, and even moving, speaking, or acting out while asleep. I tend to do that. Number 7, periods of intense shedding of relationships, responsibilities, or priorities. Well, I have shifted priorities, but I don't know that I've necessarily done a lot of shedding. Number 8, a feeling that time is moving much faster, or even getting lost during regular activities. I do that. Number 9, enhanced awareness of synchronicities and believing that there are no coincidences or accidents. I don't know that I would go so far as to say there are no accidents, because I do believe that shit happens from time to time. Is it foreseeable? Possibly. Is it foreseeable for me? Not very often. So, there you go. Maybe it's just my perspective once again. So, if you are of higher frequency, you likely also share a number of the following beliefs, perspectives, and ideologies. So let's find out what those are. Number 1, service to others is your mantra or motto, which helps dictate the decisions that you make and all that you are and do. You know that what you do to and for others will affect you and your loved ones sooner or later, because we're all connected by frequencies, energy, our planet, and karma. Number 2, you see our Earth and the human experience as a smaller part of a bigger picture. I am learning to do that. I'm learning. Sometimes I'm a slow learner, but I am learning. And I think it was Samuel Clemens that said that the day you stop learning is the day you get old. I really don't want to be old. So, goes on to say, you feel almost like we humans are the experiment, the playground, or school for spirits, entities, or forces from other dimensions, including some of your own soul's energy source. Number 3, you understand that it usually takes dire situations to open people's minds. Oh, yeah, sometimes it does take the metaphorical sledgehammer upside the head to get you to go, damn, that wasn't cool. I probably ought to not do that again. I've had those moments. You also want to be genuine in your intentions with others and in your daily life, but feel more like you have to be a metaphysical Clark Kent and keep your Superman thoughts and talents in your back pocket. No, 'cause then I would sit side-goggled and my butt would hurt after a while. You do find that it's not until you come to the rescue of others in dire straits that they can look past your more spiritual cape and approaches. They are finally more open and just grateful to be helped. Number 4, you believe that happiness may or may not be the goal of this incarnation, but that living a life that is consistent with your purpose will produce all of the fulfillment you could ever want. It's not about imitating what others call a successful life. It's about feeling like you are on your own best path to your destiny. See, you can't judge other people's paths because that's not yours, and you're judging it from your perspective on your path. You can't do that. You can get cranky about it, but judging it, Number 5, you believe that your destiny is set and is great, but that free will and frequency can and will change the timing, ease, and efficiency of fulfilling that destiny. Consequently, you look to strengthen your frequencies and awareness levels more than most. How can you say more than most? Maybe someone else just hasn't gotten to that point in their path. I just did this whole better than thing just kind of chafes my backside a bit. Number 6, you follow your heart, recognizing what science has finally proven. The heart senses and reacts to an event before it ever happens, and even before the brain can process it. The heart really does know best and first, and I would probably put that maybe the heart gut, because the heart is the feeling, the gut is the intuition, just from my point of view. Number 7, you don't like that money is the focus and basis of our current world. Okay, I am wholeheartedly with that right there. You prefer to see people for how they are and what they feel, and not for what they have or who they know. Yeah, I don't give a shit how many famous people you know, 'cause they're people that just happened to get a lot of other people's attention all at once. Famous and infamous are basically the same thing, just one is deemed positive and the other one not so much. You prefer to exchange services and talents rather than money. For you, sharing your art, your time, and expertise tends to reflect more of what's in the heart than any other currency ever could. Number 8, you love and honor our planet and the natural universe. You feel the pains physically and emotionally when Mother Earth is ailing or rumbling. And I can tell, you start seeing the earthquakes spiking and all that other fun stuff. Mother Nature's shaking some of the fleas off of her back. You don't want to piss her off too bad, because she has a way of taking out like whole genus. Just like that fast. You may also feel the pull or mental and physical disruption during events like moon cycles, solar flares, and planetary alignment. Moon cycles especially. Whee! It sickens you that humans have prioritized greed rather than sustainability and kindness to the living things around us. Number 9, you recognize that each person has a different part in our global community. Regardless of rank, role, or training, each person is valued and crucial to the greater picture. And, that's where these people that, when you interact with them, you just get a bad vibe from them, or you just want to smack them upside the head because they frustrate you so much. When you look at a picture and all you have is light stuff, basically you may as well just take a picture of a polar bear lost in a blizzard. Because you're not going to have any shades. You're not going to have any definition to anything. But when you start interacting with people, even if you limit that interaction to a very minuscule amount, it still puts a little definition somewhere in your worldview, puts a little perspective, a little bit different one, if for nothing else to highlight something. So yeah, sometimes it may not be fun to deal with individuals that frustrate or irritate or just flat ass piss you off. It's not always fun dealing with other people. But you gotta be thankful, if for nothing else, when you hear a word like flat ass pissed off, you have this mental image of this individual and how they behave and go, yeah, that's what makes me flat ass pissed off. And so, it makes life a little bit easier for, learning to maybe work your way through the brambles on your path. The student is as important to the teacher as the teacher is to the student, as are the construction crews that build their school and the maintenance crews that keep it beautiful. If the qualities and tendencies mentioned above resonate with you, then you probably have lots of experiences being and or surrounded by higher frequency persons. It may not come as a surprise that because of all of the energies that higher frequency people take in and take on from the world around them, that they're quite prone to food and environmental allergies, thyroid issues and adrenal fatigue, and inflammation leading to digestion and joint issues, depression, addiction, or extreme highs and lows in moods, and intense relationships to sexual activity, body image, and or exercise. Most higher frequency individuals feel the need to regroup or refresh by being alone and away from the energies of other people, by spending time in water or nature. I wonder if having a nice hot soak counts. By engaging in sports or physical activity. There's that whole sex thing. And or by getting lost in music, dance, or other forms of expressive art. All to help rid themselves of the frequencies that they take in, as well as to help rebalance their own energy systems. Which I do gotta admit, when I listen to music, depending on my mood as to what type of music I will listen to. And it will either work me out of a bad mood or get me down a little bit lower until I get to the point where it's like, okay, I'm sick of this shit. And then I switch genre and find something else that will get me out of whatever. So while being a supercharged human has its challenges, lessons, and contrasts, you contain the divine fabric, energies, and soul that represents the next steps for our human species. And I honestly and truly believe everybody contains the divine fabric, energies, and soul that represents the next step. But everybody's got to get there in their own time, at their own pace. Because 3D life is, as a higher frequency person, is complicated. It's neither helpful nor expected for you to live in perpetual bliss, nor to isolate instead of participate in this world. Any discomfort and confusion you experience pave the way for your sincerity and integrity. Your resilience inspires others, and your tenacity is the hope for our future. And I know an awful lot of very tenacious people. I really do. Sometimes it's not necessarily in a way that I find agreeable, but they're tenacious nonetheless. Let's see. Most importantly, by living a life that resonates with you, you move others to transform in positive and profound ways. And that sentence right there to me just means that you are an example, whether you intend to be or not. And you really need to start being rather conscious of the example that you're setting for others. I know a lot of times the example I set is a crazy lady. I like doing that example because it's fun. And I personally think that life should be enjoyable. I mean, it should not be dreary. It should not be dull. It should not be painful all the time. Yeah, sometimes you need to have some discomfort, but so that you can truly appreciate the good times. But, oh well. That was very interesting. Thank you, Cowboy Tech. Once again, I'm not real sure I'm crazy about that whole divisive, 1% of the population. But that is their opinion. Oh, what channel are you guys talking about? Who needs to be in a rubber room? Can I go? I want to go play in a rubber room. Is it very bouncy? Oh, and Dakota left. See ya, Dakota. Damn it, I missed the duck. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Cop claims to smell marijuana, and it scared him into killing someone. Ah. Alrighty. Well. I'm thinking that's a bullshit kind of thing. And I'm also thinking he'll probably get off. Just because he was afraid for his life. Hey there, Java Doctor. Great big hugs to you, sweetie. And give that lovely little Lily a hug, too. She just is absolutely adorable, hon. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share this real fast. And then I'm going to go back to my pocket and see what else I've got in there. Okay. I saw this one as well, and I thought, oh, cool. Because I've seen videos of this gentleman, and I thought, holy crap. This is from highexistence.com. The Wim Hof method is revealed how to consciously control your immune system. Now, I've always, whenever I see something that this guy does, it's like, damn, that's impressive as hell. And so I kind of, as soon as I saw that headline, I thought, oh, that goes in the pocket because I want to read about that later. So, apparently they previously published an article about Wim Hof, the holder of 20 Guinness World Records for withstanding extreme temperatures. He's climbed Everest and Kilimanjaro in only shorts and shoes, stayed comfortably in ice baths for hours, and run a full marathon in the highest desert at 50 degrees Celsius or 122 degrees Fahrenheit with no water or food. Holy shit. Wim is able to accomplish these feats with ease through the use of the Wim Hof method. Well, duh. He came up with it. Why not name it after him? It's a breathtaking technique that allows you to control the autonomous systems of your body. However, the most earth-shaking effect of the Wim Hof method is the ability to consciously control the immune system to fight off diseases. Our immune system plays a significant role in almost all devastating diseases plaguing the modern world, and finding a way to improve it can help us discover new avenues for medicine. Wim is currently working with a group of university researchers to prove that anyone can do the extraordinary things that he does. He's taking 12 participants who have no prior training and instructing them over the span of a week. At the end of the week, each participant will be injected with a bacterium that normally causes violent nausea, vomiting, and fever for several days. Ooh, that just took me right out of volunteering for that. I don't like needles. However, with the use of the Wim Hof method, the participants will feel nothing. Wim previously did this and felt no more than a slight headache. Okay, he's a trained professional. He's been doing this for years. He's actually created this method, and it's named after him. So don't say that the participants will feel nothing when he felt a slight headache. Duh. The study apparently is now out, and there is a link to that. Wim recently came to do a workshop with the Valhalla movement team and explained that he wants as many people to know about this as possible. His vision is a world without sickness, which that would be pretty freaking awesome. So without further ado, here are the principles of the Wim Hof method. The method is very similar to Tumo, or inner heat meditation. Pranayama, there you go, which is yogic breathing, yet it's something else entirely. Okay, Bubba, honey, I know it's hot outside, so you're trying to be, but it's hot when you get on my lap too. While Wim has studied yoga and meditation for many years, this technique primordially comes from the what he terms cold, hard nature. By subjecting himself to the bitter conditions of nature, he learned to withstand the extreme forces of cold, heat, and fear. So if you learn this method or technique correctly, it will empower you to do the same. The first part is a breathing exercise, which can be likened to controlled hyperventilation. This is, of course, an oxymoron. Oh, excuse me. Hyperventilation is something which happens involuntarily. But just imagine the breathing part without any of the stress triggers that normally cause this way of breathing. The image will consist of rapid breathing that makes one languid, invigorates one, makes one high on oxygen. Oh, dude, natural high. One mechanism of this practice is the complete oxygenation of your blood and cells. So before you try this at home, especially without a net, like a hairnet or anything like that, make sure that you don't do this underwater, while driving, while standing up, or without approval of your medical caregiver. Really? Seriously? Who's going to hyperventilate underwater? That's like a quick drowning. Duh. So number 1, get comfortable and close your eyes. Sit in a meditation posture, whatever is most comfortable for you. Make sure you can expand your lungs freely without feeling any constriction. It is recommended to do this practice right after waking up, since your stomach is still empty. Ah. Okay. Number 2. Dang, got the yawns. Warm up by inhaling deeply. Really draw the breath into until you feel a slight pressure from inside your lungs on your solar plexus. Hold this for a moment and then exhale completely. Push the air out as much as you can. Hold this for a moment and repeat this warm-up for 15 minutes. Holy crap! I would be buzzing because I've done that for like 5 minutes in one of my essential oils classes, and wow, I was buzzing for a while. Number 3, 30 power breaths. I'm just going to read the different things because I'm getting close to the end of I only got about 20 minutes. Number 4, scan your body. Number 5, hold. Hold. Number 6, a recovery breath. And then, let's see, you start this practice with 1 or 2 rounds and try to do it daily and add 2 or more rounds in a few days. After you feel more comfortable with holding your breath, you can start to add exercises and stretches. In summary, 30 times balloon blowing. Breathe in fully, breathe out fully, and hold until gasp reflex. Inhale fully and hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Repeat until finished, and then take 5 minutes to relax and scan your body. Wow. Cold showers, apparently, is another thing, which in the summertime, yeah, I will take a cooler shower, not a cold one, because that's entirely too much of a shock to your system. Ice baths, no, just ain't into that. No, I don't want to do the challenge either. So, I'm just going to go ahead and share this. That is kind of cool. And y'all can read the details of it at your own leisure. Oh, really? Are you sure about that, Grim? Grimmy just shared a link, and I'm just going to have to go there simply because the headline is priceless. Y'all know how I work. Okay, from the Daily Caller. Berlin may outlaw billboards featuring hot women who look dumb or crazy. Oh, that's just too funny. Okay. The left-wing political governing coalition in Berlin, Germany, wants to outlaw billboards, advertisements that show beautiful women who look stupid. Define looking stupid. Berlin's government coalition already agreed last year to a ban on sexist ads on municipality-owned billboards. Oh, thank you, Sock. Sock Puppet says the trick to a cold shower is to take it with someone. So that will kind of sort of warm up the water, huh? Thanks, Sock. I'll take your word for that. Okay, let's see. Okay, no more sexist ads on the municipality-owned billboards. This is according to The Local, which is an English-language news site out of Germany. The government, run by the Social Democrats, oh great, the Left Party and the Green Party, now wants to expand the ban to all billboards. As such, it must come up with a definition for the sexist advertising to be banned. Yeah, I want to know what the hell is classified as sexist. Anything outside of a hefty bag? Morons. The Left Party wants the billboard ban to include images of attractive women who appear weak, hysterical, dumb, insane, naive, or completely controlled by their emotions. This is according to The Local. So in other words, you can't have any actresses that are posing for any billboards, can you? And that pretty much wipes out most of the models as well. Oops. The Left Party also wants to outlaw images in which a woman is barely dressed and smiling without reason. Oh, well, God, that takes all the fun out of the smiling part. Oh, this is all while a man is completely and comfortably clothed. Okay, Yeah, I kind of sort of have an issue with that shit. It's like, seriously? If the guys are getting eye candy, why can't the girls have eye candy as well? I mean, what's fair is fair. Such advertising showing scantily clad women beside dressed men suggests the sexes aren't equal. Well, maybe men realize that they don't have to go all but en natural to catch someone's attention. Maybe. The Green Party and the Social Democrats have indicated that their support for the left party's advertising protocol, and other political parties in Berlin oppose the proposition or the proposed definition for sexist billboards. The Christian Democrats, a more conservative party, countered that the government has no right to interfere in the free market. Holy crap! Holy crap! See? Frickin' Bible thumpers are saying, back off. Okay, I don't know if they're Bible thumpers, but they're Christians. Which, in this country, if you say you're Christian, you're equated as being a Bible thumper. So we'll just go with that. Maybe Germany doesn't do it that way. Let's see. The Free Democrats, a liberal party, says billboards protected through laws on freedom of expression. Yeah, I would hope so. A set of experts will view advertising and decide if it falls afoul of the definitions the Berlin government ultimately creates. Okay, I want to know who's going to decide what qualifies this person as an expert. Because we all know what experts are. Former drips under pressure. And how many of those experts are going to be those of the female persuasion that just plain can't get a date no matter what they do? Banning advertisements because of allegations of sexism is all the rage in continental Europe. Earlier this year, officials in Paris banned degrading advertisements in response to outrage over the ad campaign by the high-end designer Yves Saint Laurent. Whoop-de-doo. You know what, peeps? If you don't want to see that kind of shit, stop buying products from the companies that use that kind of advertisement. You don't need to get the government involved in it at all. Pull up your big girl panties, your big boy tidy whities, and say, okay, if that's the way you want to treat us, or if that's the kind of advertising that you're going to go with, I don't think I'm going to spend my money with you. That's called the free market. That's called the consumer being in charge, not the government doing it for your own good. Yippee-yi-yay, cow patty. I'm thinking that's just a steaming load right there. Right there. Okay. Hi, Gooberzilla. Howdy, Apostle. What's this? Oh, the Georgia election is sexist? Oh, so no, it's not sexist because a woman won, but it's racist. Oh, yeah, they're both... Thanks, Rob Works. Yeah, they're still trying to find an excuse, but it was the Russians that did it. Until they finally get that ball rolling with the whole, it's those damn Chinese. They're doing it too, you know. Wow. Some very happy individuals over here. Oh, and yes, RLM Fluke. Thank you, Rob Works, for that YouTube. I may have to actually check that out later. Yeah, George Carlin, war is prick waving. Pretty much. Sad thing is, they've all got magnifying glasses and they're setting the rest of the world on fire. Bastards. Okay. So, I'm going to check out the pig because I want to know what happened this date in history. June the 21st. First day of summer. Hotter than a Margaret out there. You want to know how hot Margaret is? Go find you a Margaret. See if she's hot. And the pick of the day over on Pig Gazette is an image of Trumpelstiltskin doing the old thumbs up thing, because, yeah, that's what he does, because he's a politician. If Trump is impeached, Pence becomes president. Pence pardons Trump and appoints him vice president. Pence resigns. Trump becomes president and appoints Pence as his vice president. Liberal heads explode. Wow, that is kind of funny. Oh, that's the fucking you get for the fucking you get. Yeah. Oi. So. Okay. Dun dun dun. Now I'm gonna go back to the pics. I want to see. The word of the day is lockbox. Guys, come on, that's 2 words. That's the phrase of the day. It's a nanny state whopper, which is meant to denote a sealed container wherein taxpayer money is safeguarded for the specific purpose. The lock is really there to prevent we the people from looking inside and discovering that the elected tormentors emptied it via a hole in the bottom and pissed away our money. It's not our money. Look at it. It's not our money. It's not money. Quotable quotes. Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Thank you, good old Albert Einstein with the way cool hair. And today's question is, will the juice be turned loose? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. What's that? Under the pigs amusing category in Montpelier, Vermont. Scores of dairy farmers and activists marched Saturday on a Ben & Jerry's factory to push for better pay and living conditions on farms that provide milk for the ice cream maker that takes pride in its social activism. Protesters said that Ben & Jerry's agreed 2 years ago to participate in the so-called Milk with Dignity program. Oh, good Lord. But the company and worker representatives have yet to reach an agreement. We can't wait anymore. We're going to pressure them and see what happens, said Victor Diaz, a Mexican immigrant now working on the farms in... Yeah. I'm not going to butcher that name. Ben & Jerry's spokesman Sean Greenwood said before Saturday's march from the State House to the Waterbury factory that the company was eager to reach an agreement and negotiations were underway. We are a values-led business. Yeah. We frame ourselves as an aspiring social justice company. Oh, good God. Yeah, you can frame yourself. You know what happens to things that get framed? They get hung. Just saying. We try to do good with everything that we can with our business. Dairy has definitely been one of those issues we have done a ton of work on for decades. Really? Because I think when you make ice cream, you kind of sort of need dairy to make ice cream, unless you're doing the soy shit, and that's what's turning guys into girls. Because it's lowering testosterone levels. Oh, there's a whole YouTube video on that shit. It's on the internet. Must be true. Ben & Jerry's touts its social activism as much as its quirky ice cream flavors, such as Cherry Garcia, Chunky Monkey, and fish food. Many of its raw materials like sugar, cocoa, vanilla, bananas, and coffee come from producers across the world that subscribe to the Farm Trade Program, which promotes higher prices and better working conditions for farmers. About 85% of the milk Ben & Jerry's uses in its ice cream, made in North America, comes from about 80 Vermont dairy farms. Its Caring Dairy program promotes sustainable farming by offering farmers cash incentives for keeping up with the best management practices. The Milk with Dignity program has developed was developed in 2014 by farmers and the Vermont group Migrant Justice to ensure that farms provide the fair wages and working conditions and decent housing. In 2015, Ben & Jerry's agreed to join the program. Since then, the two sides have been negotiating over the details because, well, it probably went to committee, and we all know how shit works when it goes to committee. It's like the Twilight Zone of agreements. We've been negotiating in good faith. This was Will Lambeck of the Migrant Justice. It's an unacceptable delay. Well, I want to see both sides of that. Greenwood said that Ben & Jerry's didn't get the first details from the workers until a year ago, and the two sides have been working since to reach an agreement. It has to work for the farmers, the farm owners, and it has to work for the businesses involved. And that's a complex piece, Greenwood said. How do you make sure that it will be operationalized so it's a win-win across the board? And that's what we've been working on for well over a year now. Note to the consumer: be prepared for a drastic either price hike on Ben & Jerry's ice cream, or the price will stay relatively the same, but the container will be like it was washed in hot water and thrown in a hot dryer. It will shrink drastically. So, this date in history, the 21st of June, 1633. Supernaturalist threats triumph over science. Inquisition forces Galileo Galilei to repudiate his heliocentric views. Thus saith the Lord. A is henceforth B. Okay, guys, that was kind of a bit of a stretch. Hambo and Porcus, just a bit. Just saying. This date in history, the 21st of June, 1921. Jane, holy crap, look at those headlights rustle. The actress who made Sweater Puppies acting accessories decades before Pam Anderson donned a red swimsuit. Yeah, that's when Jane Russell was born. This date, 1921. And I, for one, think she was a hell of a lot more attractive than Pam Anderson. And Pam Andersons weren't real. Just saying. And finally, this date in history, the 21st of June, 1969. Two musical terrorists, Zaker and Evans, assault our ears with the world's most irritating, infuriating, utterly asinine, alleged song in the year 2525. Now, I actually like that song. Go figure. Well, Hambo and Porcus give me shit later about that. It's okay. If you want to read more, come on over to piggazette.com. Say hey to Hambo and Porcus for me. I do have a link on the side, and so does Circles, just in case you're curious. And there's all kinds of other lovely links and pages for you to peruse. So go and check it out. Those guys are wild and wacky. I am just about out of time. Y'all been listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com, Channel 3. Also on the RLMradio.xyz site, the RLM TuneIn radio station, the RLM Internet radio station, the RLM Spreaker channel, later to be on the RLM YouTube channel, and the RLM SoundCloud channel. Thanks, y'all, for listening in. I will be back Friday for the Freaker Friday edition of Grammy's Rocket Chair. And I'm hoping, Grimmy, that you guys will be back as well. Moosey! Hey, Moose! So you guys going to have the Freakers Ball Friday night, Grim? Just checking. Also, this weekend, be sure to check back. There's all kind of cool shit going on RLM. And in the afternoon for this old broad, in the evening for JJ's, there's always some really cool tunage going on. JJ's is always playing some really cool tunage. And if he's not playing on the RLM, he's on webcomradio.co.uk. I think that's what that is. Just listening to JJ's. He's got a fun little Scottish accent, and he plays some really fun music. In any case, this weekend, Dork Table, The Bridge with Kira, Bo Diddy, Grimner with some tunage, Hal Anthony, and The Road Less Traveled. That's all some really cool shit coming up this weekend. Until then, y'all have an absolutely amazing rest of your Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday, and I hope your Thursday is equally fun, enjoyable, maybe not quite so warm as it is out here. Yay! You guys will be freaking on